I don't know how you describe yesterday's sit reps, accusatory, digging. I don't know. Today's not going to be that way. I'm down to 2 months and 10 days to get moved. I'm not taking it to the last month because I have learned that everybody who swears they're going to show up, nobody does. The one person who does show up offers 3 loads, that's it. Hence, I had a 2-bedroom house I got 3 loads out of in an economy just before the Chevy Love. But the economy Chevy pickup before that. He says, we'll store it all in my garage. Forget it storing it in the storage room. Once again, 2 loads went in his garage. 1 load went with me to the camper. That was mattress, box springs. No, he stuffed the mattress and box springs in his garage, so it was just clothes and stuff. Along with my electronic keyboard, and I bought while I was out there $600 worth of heaters, so I can charge her with theft over 5. If it's not too late. And that's not counting my 30-06 with scope. But I only paid $20 for it. Was the guy a burglar? No. I think he borrowed it from his family or they gave it to him and he sold it for a fix. He also sold a shotgun to my other neighbor for 20 bucks for his wife to get a fix. Then the next day as he was moving out, I saw somebody loading up a refrigerator and the stove on their truck, and he sold the refrigerator and stove from his apartment. So I called management and I tried calling the cops. 3 days later they come to talk to me about it, and if they'd come to talk to me about it 6 months later, I could have told them. 3 days later, I got no clue. Anyway, so what I'm thinking, I hate to do it, but I made the down payment on Jan's truck with the absolute last. The absolute last. The next to the last was basic. The absolute last was the getting the down payment for the truck. Because, I needed her to have a vehicle as bad as she needed to have a vehicle. But that's just under $1,600, which would be pet deposit, first month's deposit, electric, water, because I haven't had electric and water in my name in forever, no matter where I go, and any truck rental. Somebody will rent me a U-Haul and trust me to drive it. I'll do it. Show back up in time for me to turn it in, I'll give it to you. You turn it in. I'll do all the moving myself. I'm used to. I always have. Am I up to it physically now? No, I'm not really. Will I get it done? Yeah, because it has to be done. Will I not get out of bed for the next 2 or 3 days? Yeah, but, it's no biggie. So I can't hold a normal job because I can get something done for 1 day. I'll force myself to get something done for 1 day. But then I need like a week off. Not very steady employment. Plus that's not counting the mental issues. The mental issues are pretty bad. Reality Bites is the name of this station. So one I usually have on in the background if I'm listening to the TV. So I've got to find a place to live in like the next 2 weeks. And then I've got to figure out how much they want for the deposit. If I find a place in Clarksville, maybe I can get away without asking Jan for that money back. course, she could have paid, $20 here, $20 there, but she hasn't. Which I'm not going to sweat at the moment. But since we're not going to be living together anymore, it does become a little bit more important. Since I'm probably never going to see her again, it becomes a lot more important. The only way I could think of that she could get it would be to borrow it from one of her sons. And I know she doesn't want to do that. But they'll see her. I won't. I'd like to move to East Tennessee. Kinda. There are reasons I wouldn't want to live in East Tennessee. There are reasons I would. My past would haunt me a lot more in East Tennessee, particularly because there are people who recognize me from it. 2 sorority chicks once recognized me walking to class, or from class. Hey, that's the guy from the movies. I didn't realize it till I saw him talking to her. I was talking to the first one, the one who shall remain unnamed. And they put it together. So I know it's been seen all over that area. And I swear to God, I heard 2 people at Dawn's party talking about it. The Christmas party. That might have helped a little bit in the cutting, I don't know. So there are reasons to not live in East Tennessee. The other reason for not living in East Tennessee is an ungodly proportion of people there are deathly allergic to cats. Aside from black people, I've never met so many people allergic to cats. As a general rule, that sounds very racist, but as a general rule, they're just scared of them. They're not allergic to them. That's even more general and more offensive. But I've had a lot of them admit it to me. They're like, well, no, I'm not allergic to cats. I'm just scared of them. I just don't like them. But anyway, so if nobody in East Tennessee who's not allergic to cats, who drives a big enough vehicle to get me here with a trailer, that leaves me Terry from McMinnville, driving up here, hooking a trailer to his car. I don't know what he drives now. He got rid of the little car he had. And driving it and me and my trailer to East Tennessee. And then driving back to McMinnville. So he'd be looking at about 12 hours of driving. There's a reason he's not a trucker anymore. He's disabled. So I'd really hate to ask him to do that. Particularly if I don't have the money for the down payment and all that. But that would put me in Andersonville. I think I've got a good lead on a place in Andersonville. Beyond that, I can get a place in a crack den here in Clarksville. Wouldn't be the worst neighborhood I've lived in. Wouldn't be the best. I'd be able to walk to whatever I needed, including a bus line. I'd still be living in Clarksville. Wouldn't be able to make any more trips to East Tennessee at all, because right now I live with somebody who can take care of the cats while I'm gone. Salem, you don't want to go back out. You just came in. That's my dog herding cat. He's also my protector kitty. He likes to be outside circling the house just to make sure that nothing's trying to get in and get me. That's just the way he is. He's that kind of kitty. Oh. He's the one who was dropped off by Cats R Us. The one that Jan says they left the cat carrier with. That's the cat carrier I've had forever. Terry's seen it. Kyle's seen it. Kyle saw me move it empty to the Deerfield Inn. Terry saw me move it twice with Vanna in it. From the trailer to Crossville, from Crossville to McMinnville, from McMinnville to the trailer. So actually, I guess he's seen me move it 3 times. And Denise remembers it. I didn't realize that, but when she wanted to use it, she asked me. I said, "Why are you asking me?" She said, "Because it's your carrier." But the last time we went to the vet, they took Vanna Anderson's sticker off and put the spooky sticker on. So now I've only got a sticker on it that states a cat here. Ah, shit. Another thing that makes me worry about getting my money back. I don't see it happening. Not in time for me to need it. I'm basically going to have to find a place that's going to work with me. The place in Andersonville has indicated they would. And right now they're pushing, they left a message that they've got a small place. It's only 2-bedroom, 1 family, 2 max. Perfect. Perfect for me and the cats. Particularly if it's lower rent. Then I can pay some extra on the rent to get all the deposits made. And I'll be paying to own. It'll be mine. The only problem with it is I pulled up Google Maps and well, I realize those things aren't updated regularly. Sometimes every 6 years, depending on the spot. This strikes me as the kind of spot where it might have been 6 years. Seeing as they were given driving directions by turning at a Walmart, and there is definitely no Super Walmart in that Google map. Hey, if I can walk a mile to a Super Walmart, I'm okay. I'll save up my energy, walk one day, get cat food, me food. That's 2 arms, get back. Rest a couple days, go back, get cat litter. Maybe some more me food. I don't know, I might have to go back to smoking regular cigarettes, so. Unless I can get somebody every once a week to come drive me to a tobacco shop. Or I can con one of my neighbors into it. That's an idea. I'm usually good with neighbors. I haven't met any of the places I've lived, except for here. I've met Tom next door, and I've met this really nice girl at the mailbox. Cute. Pulled up and said, "We live down in the house with the poplars. Just drop by sometime." If I knew my trees better, I'd have dropped by. But I am pretty sure I know which house she's talking about. Still, a little bit late to be dropping by now. That's 2 months ago. I guess I've babbled about enough this morning. Really just gone into my problems with moving and that sort of thing. So I've got to get moved by the end of June as far as I'm concerned. It gets to be July and I'm starting to scramble. I know I can't count on anybody. I know full damn well. I've learned my lesson. Of course, it gets to that point, I go to one of the crack houses here, one crack house neighborhood just down the road. I could have Jan run me, take about 4 loads in her truck. I pay her $10, $15 in gas. I'm there. She still knows where to bring the down payment, if her plans on paying it. Anyway, see, I've been in a happier mood today, haven't I? Doesn't mean I'm happier, I just fake it better sometimes. Anderson out.